Okay, so before we wrap it up,
Okay.
I just wanted to ask you one more thing. I want to talk about one more. The industry.
Okay.
How long you been in the
Yes.
industry?
Been 8 years now.
8 years. Okay, so that's a good long
Yeah.
time. Um, so with the way the industry is now, some people, I go on the Facebook groups and I like to go on the Facebook groups and just kind of read what people are saying. It gives you a good idea of where people's mindset
Hmm.
is and how they're viewing things and things
Yeah.
like that. It kind of gives you a good pulse on the industry. And some people are looking at the PMU industry through they think it's damaged, it's hurt, it's going in the wrong direction, and then other people don't agree. And I'm just wondering what your thoughts on the industry and where it is today versus where it was when you entered and where you see it going.
Well, when I first got into permanent makeup, I feel like it was harder to reach other artists, more veterans to help. I still remember reaching out to people, and I still go to those messages. And they still have me on scene, never answered my questions, and some of them I look at now, I'm like, oh, they should ask me questions now. Like I've studied so much just from being left on red that it made me a stronger person. But I feel like we do share a lot more now. I feel like some of the classes are like a grab bag class, and the help is not there anymore. I hear that a lot when I'm teaching students. So I feel like there's a shift. There are people falling off. I was just talking to a friend of mine that does phenomenal work, and she don't even want to do brows anymore because she feel like the support is not there, or you have to fight with people that having class. So I don't know. I feel like the people that are doing a great job need to speak up and maybe um, just push more help out there. I try to put more groups like I have Ombre Artist Support Group. We also have a Jay don't want to talk about it. Jay, you want to talk about it? We have a big thing coming up. Jay, could I kind of mention a little bit? He said, "Go ahead." Well, we're trying to put a group of people together to help others. So it just won't fall on us as artists, but it's a group of artists. So I feel like we just all need to come together that, you know, good educators. There are a lot of good educators that's overlooked also, but we need to help each other with helping these people that we think are going in the wrong direction. That's the only way we're going to help our industry is by helping each other.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I've been a mentor my whole career. It just kind of came natural to me. And probably because
Yeah.
I had good mentorship. I had a good, strong mentor um, for my first, 10 years. And I know what that meant to me. She was in my corner. She was there whenever I needed her. She was old school. She was very hard on me and whipped me into shape and didn't let me get away with nothing and and I just learned a lot from her. And I think because I valued her and that mentorship so much, it was just natural for me to assume that role for
Mhm.
others in the industry. And I love it, Nicole. I love helping other artists. Like I love the
Yeah.
industry and I want to see it just stay healthy and just be a
Yeah.
place that clients can
Yeah.
respect and count on and depend on, and that starts with the artist,
Yeah.
right? It starts with the artist. So
Yeah.
I think the industry is just going through a little change. I think bad classes and bad train, that's
Yeah.
been around since the 80s, for Pete's sake. That was around when I
Forever.
was a
Yeah.
young artist. No, we'll never weed all that stuff out, but yeah, the industry's just going through some change right now, but and change is uncomfortable sometimes, but change is inevitable too, do you know? So I think you just
Yeah.
have to kind of look at the good things that come out of change and then, and focus on that. But
Yeah. Also, the instructors that, want to tell younger artists they're doing something wrong, sometimes the delivery is bad. So
yeah,
some people need to work on the delivery instead of saying, oh, because I see it in groups all the time. "Oh, you shouldn't be doing that. The health department's gonna come." How about you inbox them or something? "Hey, I have some information for you to help you. You could just take your post down," because they are mean in some of these groups.
Yes,
So if
yes,
I see things like that, sometimes I'll just inbox the person rather than go back and forth on that post because it don't make the artist feel good. If you know they're doing something wrong, tell them and be nice about it.
yeah,
Be
yeah,
the treat people how you want to be treated.
yeah.
Treat others how you want to be treated at all times because it will come back on you. And you never know when you want to meet someone.
100%. I do the same thing. I inbox, I leave Instagram voicemails to people and we private message people. I do that all the time.
All
And
the time. Yeah.
yeah, and people really appreciate it, and some people really, really need it. And like, I don't want to die. I don't want to retire or die with all this knowledge. Like, just
Pass it
within,
on.
yeah, you want to pass it on. And some of the people that
Yeah.
I have passed it on now, I mean, they're in their own studios, they're mentoring, and
Hmm.
they're paying it forward. And when you see that, man, it's just such a beautiful thing. So thank you.
Yeah.
So thank you, Nicole, for being such a, as you're a stand-up human, you're a great artist, and you're an important part of this industry. And I'm probably going to, it's like I've been in the industry a lot longer than you, probably a little older than you. I don't like to keep mentioning retiring because some people think I'm retiring like next year, but because I stopped doing hands-on this year. But I'm not retiring anytime soon. I got a lot of years left. But by the time I do retire, like, it will be you and some of the and other artists that are leading the industry in the right direction, right? This industry, it needs leaders. It requires leaders, good leaders,
Yeah.
to lead it in the right direction and mentor and level up. So so when I retire, I feel really good that there's people like you in this industry that will do that. You're doing it now. And
Yeah.
so,
I never
I'm,
seen myself here.
yeah, yeah.
Never thought
So,
I would be. No. I just wanted to help people. That's it.
yeah, I don't think anybody can ever imagine, right? Because I never imagined I would be here. I got into permanent makeup. I was in a dark
Yeah.
place. I just wanted to do art in some form and
Yeah.
be independent in some way. And I just started doing permanent makeup and never could have planned this or organized my career. It was just all, I met Darlene
Yeah.
Story and at LI, and we just became it just all happened so organically. And I met her in an
Yeah.
elevator in Philadelphia.
Yeah. I heard your story.
Yeah, I mean, I was using LI for about 6.5 years at that time. And everybody kept emailing LI and saying, yeah, Taryn Darling, sent me over to buy pigment, Taryn Darling. And then I met her in an elevator. I was lecturing. And I go in the elevator and there's this black woman and we're standing there and we're saying hi, hi, hi. And she's like, "Oh, I'm Darlene." I'm like, "Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Taryn. I'm Taryn." I said Taryn, and she goes, "Taryn, darling." I go, "Yeah." She's like, "I know you," and I'm like, "How you know me?" And she goes, "You send me a lot of business." I go, "I do." She goes, "Yeah, I'm Darlene Story with LI," and I'm like, "Oh my goodness." I got so like I was fangirling. I'm like, "Yes," and she's like, "Yes, I do." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh." And then I met her daughter, Mattia, who's a chemist and a biologist, and the rest is history. We've been together 13 years, and they're just
Yeah.
amazing humans. Yeah, so I've learned a lot. Darlene has also become one of my
Yeah.
mentors. Yes, yeah, she's an amazing
I,
mentor.
I love the team over there. I love it.
They're fabulous, great humans. So
Yeah. You
anyway,
guys don't know, but I brag about you.
oh, you do? Oh, we appreciate
I
that.
do.
We appreciate that
I
so much,
do.
so much. Uh, I appreciate that. All right, Nicole. Well, hey, thank you so much. I think this was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think our listeners are gonna love this. It was fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah, it
So
was a little are we still recording, but we still can just talk, right?
yeah, so let me say goodbye and then I'll come back and I'll chat with
It
you.
was a little, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
All right, everybody, that was Nicole Mins. And you can check her Instagram out. It's Miss Nicole J on Instagram. She owns Savvy Creations and she's fantastic. And thanks for hanging out with us today. We will see you next time on the Tatter-a-fact.